brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today. The National Retail Federation believes Americans will continue spending this holiday season despite inflation, and they have proven it. Halloween alone is expected to reel in $12.2 billion, with the average participant spending $108.24. This marks a $2 billion jump compared to last year for Halloween.
Frightening.
$2 billion. That is frightening. Boo. Americans are expected to spend $4.1 billion on costumes alone.
Wow. Pet costumes have become a recent trend that retailers are capitalizing on. Pet owners are expected to spend around $700 million on dressing up their pets.
I'm aghast. I can't get my...
It's not good. It's a catastrophe. What do you think about that? Guys in the booth like that one. Catastrophe.
What a boom. Okay. That's why you get the big bucks.
Well, here's the thing. It says there are countries with lower GDPs than $12.2 billion. So we spend more on Halloween than some countries even spend to just be there.
Yeah. Listen,
Wow.
I'm not buying my pet a costume. If you want to buy your pet a costume, that's okay. But let me tell you what you shouldn't be doing, okay? You should not be buying your pet or yourself a costume if you're whining about student loan forgiveness.
Uh-oh.
You should not be buying your pet or yourself a costume if you've not been generous and given more than that amount away to someone, a human being that's in need, like a hungry child.
Wow.
Versus your Shih Tzu with a tutu.
I'm glad you said Shih Tzu.
I'm just saying. Unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, it's okay if you want to dress your pet up, but if your generosity factor is lower than your personal costume combined with your pet costume, you have issues. If you're broke and your kid is taking out a student loan because you don't have any money and they're going to college, but your Labrador Retriever, or worse, your Golden Doodle, is all doodled up, then, I mean, again, it's not, the issue is not actually the actual spending. The issue is what you're not doing while you're spending this.
That's right. Yeah.
That would drive, that's, you know, in a country where all we hear about is, all this drama about how house prices are so high. You boomers don't understand. You were able to buy a house for $13, and now you don't understand. You're right. We don't understand while you're dressing up your golden doodle for Halloween. We don't understand. You're right. We think you're nuts.
That's true. Look, where I come from, if you had a roll of foil and the old, like a couple of old toilet paper rolls, you can make a costume.
Well, I like a party, and, you know, I'm pretty much into candy and free candy coming from other people. I like the program. The program is a good program. I like the program.
But if inflation is your problem, if you're worried about living paycheck to paycheck.
You can't sit around and whine about wealth inequality when we spent $4.1 billion on costumes. But Americans the poor's getting poorer and the rich is getting richer, and oh my God. And you just can't have both these things coming out of your mouth. It makes you look stupid.
Yeah.
It makes you look as stupid as you are when you do that stuff. So it's okay. Celebrate Halloween. Celebrate Christmas. Celebrate your pets. Spend money on your pets. I don't care. But then don't tell me that there's hungry children in your neighborhood or within 25 miles of where you're sitting right now, and you haven't done something about feeding them.
That's very good.
That's just wrong. I mean, we live in the wealthiest nation the world has ever known in terms of total dollars, and we prove it with these kinds of numbers.
That's
right. So I really am not the Grinch. I'm not against Christmas, and I guess the Grinch was probably for Halloween. I don't know his exact stance on Halloween.
Grinch?
I haven't checked the Grinch on Halloween, but
He's
to
probably
Google
pro Halloween.
Yeah, he's probably pro Halloween. But either way, I'm not against all this. I'm not against fun. I like fun. Fun's a good thing.
But you shouldn't do it at the expense of the things that should be a priority.
Yeah.
And you can't do it while you're whining and complaining about
the world coming to an end because it's so unfair out there while I'm running around chasing my own stupid tail.
And you certainly shouldn't be putting it on credit cards. Because
Oh,
I
God.
know some of y'all went over to Home Depot and those big giant skeletons that I see in everybody's yard and those
Those things are
tombstones.
cool.
They're giant. They're amazing, but they're like $500 a pop.
Yeah, my grandkids saw that the other day. Papa Dave, you got to get one of those. I didn't, but they told me I got to get one.
Papa Dave, you didn't get one?
Papa Dave didn't get one, so
They're expensive.
it's just it's not that I'm not against large skeletons. I'm
That's right.
perfectly good. If you're a large skeleton, you're on my team. I'm just saying. I'm for you. I'm for the large skeleton, the large skeleton union, and Dave, we're in good shape. I support the union, but
boy.
oh my gosh, y'all, seriously,
12.2 billion.
billion. It's a lot. That's 1,000 million. A
It
billion
says
is
it's record
1,000
spending.
million. Oh, it is record spending in one of the worst
Wow.
economies. I mean, the economy this time last year was boomtown compared
That's right.
to right now.
Well, you know what? That's an interesting thing, Dave, because you ever go out to dinner and it's like a Tuesday night and it's not.
You can't
It's
get in a
full.
restaurant.
It's
You can't get in a
totally
restaurant.
full.
Can't get in a restaurant right now.
I'm like, is this a myth? Because when I go to Home Depot, people are buying the skeletons, and when I go to dinner, it's packed full in there.
It's the Walmart measure of the economy. If the economy is horrible, but the Walmart parking lot is full, something's wrong with your measure. You know, so because Walmart customers are not usually known as the same customer as Nordstrom.
That's
You know,
true.
So if the Walmart people are out there spending, that tells you the economy is probably not as bad as somebody's saying it is. So I think the economy is very slow right now. I think it's very
Yeah.
sluggish.
It is
We've got
sluggish.
these ridiculous high interest rates on houses right now. So let's dress up like a kid and have a party.
Yeah.
I guess that's the plan. It's kind of like during the Fauci pandemic when the booze sales.
Oh, yeah. They went through
wine,
the roof. Mm-hmm.
Wine and booze sales went through the roof. The liquor stores racked up. I mean, very few people made more during the Fauci pandemic than the liquor stores, except the plexiglass people.
Well, it really goes to
The
show that
plexiglass people cashed in now.
people will figure out a way to cope with whatever it is. Obviously, in COVID, people did wine and beers and things like that.
That's what it is. We traded one mask for another.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Okay.
That's what it is.
That's profound, Dave.
Who knew? So we got used to covering our faces. That's what it is.
That's
Okay.
profound. I
And
like
so
it.
so increase of $2 billion in Halloween spending this year. Interesting rant. Interesting
It is
discussion.
interesting.
It just the thing is, all we want you to do on all of these things is think. I know it's a strain, but put down your phone and think. Think. Because if you in one breath are saying how horrible the world is, and in another breath are spending $800 for a giant skeleton in your front yard, something's off in your little deal right there, baby. You need to think. You need to think this through. And so taking care of your kids, taking care of your adult responsibilities, and having a party can all happen at the same time. There is not a problem with that. Got no issue with that at all. But you can't have it both ways. Not and look intelligent. I mean, you look foolish when you try to do it both ways. It doesn't play through for you. So consumers will be shopping early for festive decor and other related items. Retailers are prepared with the inventory to help customers and their families take part in this popular and fun devil worship. I mean, tradition.
You sounded like my parents.
Couldn't resist.